There are just three words standing between you and the ability to connect with any woman you desire. They aren't pickup lines. They aren't compliments. And they definitely aren't manipulative tricks. These words are rooted in something far deeper, something that every single successful relationship is built on. Have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly draw others toward them, while others struggle to hold a single meaningful conversation? Think about it for a moment. It's not their looks. There are plenty of attractive people who are lonely. It's not their money. We've all heard stories of wealthy people failing in love. And it's not their status, because true connection doesn't care about titles or followers. Imagine this: you're on a date with someone you've been excited to meet for weeks. The conversation is fine, polite, even, but you can feel it. That spark isn't there. You leave wondering, what went wrong? Or worse, how many times have you left a conversation feeling like you weren't truly heard? Like the other person was just waiting for their turn to speak. Now flip the script. Imagine walking into any room, any date, or any conversation, and instantly creating a connection so strong, it feels magnetic. Here's the thing: the secret creating that kind of connection isn't complicated. It doesn't require years of practice or reading a library of books. It boils down to three simple words. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what those words are, but you'll also know exactly how to use them to unlock your most confident, authentic self and forge the kind of connections you've always wanted. These aren't magic words in the sense of a spell or a trick. They're magic because of what they unlock in the other person: their emotions, their trust, their sense of being truly understood. And when you master these three words, you'll realize that connecting with women isn't about impressing them. It's about something much more powerful, and it starts here. This expanded hook grabs attention, builds curiosity, and sets the emotional tone for the video while priming the audience to stay engaged. Let's face it, modern dating can feel like an emotional roller coaster. Have you ever been ghosted after what you thought was a great conversation? Or maybe you've been on dates where you felt like you just couldn't break through the surface, like no matter what you said or did, there was always this invisible wall keeping you from making a real connection. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and it can feel downright hopeless at times. And let me ask you this: how many times have you walked away from a conversation thinking, did I say the wrong thing? Or, why didn't that go the way I imagined? You're not alone. The truth is, most people are so focused on impressing others, they miss the most important part of attraction: connection. Here's the real problem. In today's world, we're more disconnected than ever. Dating apps make it feel like we have endless options, but somehow, that only makes things harder. Social media is supposed to keep us connected, but instead, it's left us chasing validation from likes and comments instead of genuine relationships. And then there's the pressure to be perfect, to say the right thing, to look the part. It's overwhelming, isn't it? But here's the good news: real connection doesn't come from apps, fancy dates, or even looking your best. It comes from understanding one simple truth: people don't want to be impressed, they want to be understood. And these three words, the ones I'm about to share with you, cut through all the noise, all the distractions, and all the insecurities. Here's why this works. Psychologists and relationship experts agree that emotional connection is the single most important factor in attraction. It's not about being the most interesting person in the room. It's about being the most interested. Research shows that when people feel truly understood, their brains release oxytocin, the same hormone that creates feelings of trust, bonding, and yes, attraction. I think about the last time someone really got you, really understood what you were feeling. It wasn't about the words they said. It was the way they made you feel seen, heard, and valued. That's what these three words do. Here's how we're going to do this. First, we'll dive into why connection matters more than anything else when it comes to attraction. Because if you don't understand the why, the how won't stick. Then I'm going to break down the science behind these 3 magic words, why they work, how they work, and when to use them for maximum impact. Finally, I'll give you practical tools and real-life examples so that by the time this video ends, you'll not only understand these 3 words, but you'll be ready to use them in your own life starting today. And let me tell you this, once you master these 3 words, you won't just be attracting women, you'll be building relationships that are deeper, stronger, and more fulfilling than anything you've ever experienced before. What are the 3 magic words? The 3 magic words that unlock connection, trust, and attraction are, I understand you. These aren't just words, they're an experience. They tell the other person, I see you, I hear you, and your feelings matter to me. Why does these words work? Here's the psychology. When you tell someone, I understand you, it signals to their brain that they're in a safe space. It validates their emotions and makes them feel deeply connected to you. People crave understanding. It's a fundamental human need. Let me give you a real-life example. A friend of mine struggled with communication in his relationships. He'd always jump in with solutions whenever his partner shared a problem. One day, instead of offering advice, he simply said, I understand you. That must have been so hard. The result, his partner opened up like never before. That one moment transformed their relationship because she felt truly heard. Here's something you can try today. The next time someone shares a problem with you, whether it's a friend, a coworker, or someone you're dating, resist the urge to fix it. Instead, say, I understand you. Then pause. Let them feel the weight of those words. You'll be amazed at how they respond. Another key thing is building emotional safety. Emotional safety is the foundation of attraction. Without it, no amount of charm or good looks can create a meaningful connection. Here's the truth, women value emotional safety more than physical attraction. Studies confirm that feeling safe to express emotions and be vulnerable ranks higher than looks or wealth in long-term relationship success. Why? Because without emotional safety, trust can't exist. Think about a time when you felt completely at ease with someone, no judgment, no pressure, just pure comfort. That's the power of emotional safety. Now, imagine creating that for someone else. That's how you become truly irresistible. Practice this, be non-judgmental. When someone shares their feelings, don't interrupt or dismiss them. Instead, reflect back what they've said. For example, if they say, I'm so stressed at work, you can respond, that sounds overwhelming. I can see why you'd feel that way. Simple but powerful. Now deepening the connection. Once emotional safety is established, you can take the connection to a deeper level through meaningful conversations. Here's how you can deepen any conversation. Use active listening and emotional mirroring. Phrases like, that must have been hard, or tell me more about that, show that you're not just hearing their words, you're engaging with their emotions. Let me share another story. A colleague of mine met someone at a networking event. Instead of small talk, he asked thoughtful questions like, what motivates you most in your work? And how did you get started in your field? By the end of the night, they'd forged such a strong connection that they stayed in touch for years. It wasn't the setting, it was the depth of the conversation. Try this on your next date or interaction. Instead of asking surface-level questions like, how was your day? Ask open-ended ones like, what's been the highlight of your week? Or, what's something you're really passionate about? Watch how it transforms the dynamic. If you get to this point, that you should know you need to have long-term mindset and confidence. True attraction isn't about tricks or quick wins, it's about being consistently authentic and confident. Confidence doesn't mean being perfect, it means being comfortable with who you are. Here's the secret, confidence doesn't come from external validation. It comes from focusing on growth and giving value to others. When you shift your mindset from what can I get, to what can I give, everything changes. I think about it. The most magnetic people you've met probably weren't the loudest or flashiest. They were the ones who made you feel valued and respected. Start today by asking yourself this: how can I add value to the next interaction I have? It could be as simple as offering a genuine compliment, showing gratitude, or simply listening without distractions. Confidence grows when you stop chasing approval and start focusing on being present and giving. James' transformation story. Meet James, a guy who struggled for years with feeling invisible in his relationships. Every date felt like a performance, and he was exhausted from trying to be someone he wasn't. Then he learned the power of the 3 words, "I understand you." By simply listening and validating the emotions of the women he met, he noticed something incredible. They started opening up to him. Conversations became effortless, and for the first time, he felt a genuine connection. James went from struggling to thriving in his relationships, all because he shifted his focus to understanding rather than impressing. Have you ever had a date go completely silent after you thought you'd said the right thing? Or felt like no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't break past surface-level small talk? Those moments sting because they feel like rejection. But the truth is, most of us have been there. It's not about you, it's about how you approach the connection. And that's something you can change. Now let me ask you, when was the last time someone truly understood you? Take a moment and think about how that felt. Now imagine giving that feeling to someone else. What's one area in your life where you can start focusing on understanding rather than reacting? Write it down. It could change how you connect with others. Pause the video for 10 seconds. Think about one conversation you've had recently. How could you have made the other person feel more understood? Comment below and share your biggest challenge when it comes to creating meaningful connections. I'll respond to as many as I can, and we can work through it together. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. 1. Real attraction starts in the mind with connection and empathy. 2. The 3 magic words, "I understand you," aren't just words. They're a way of showing someone they're valued and heard. 3. Building emotional safety and deepening connections come from active listening, being present, and showing genuine curiosity about the other person. When you focus on connection, trust, and authenticity, everything changes. You don't need tricks, you just need to show up as someone who truly listens and understands. Here's my challenge for you. In the next 24 hours, use these 3 words in a meaningful conversation. I don't overthink it, just listen, empathize, and when the moment feels right, say, "I understand you." Pay attention to how the other person responds. You'll start to see the difference almost immediately. Now it's your turn. Comment below and share how you used the 3 words and what happened. I'll feature the best stories in an upcoming video because I want this to be a community where we learn from each other. If you found value in this video, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights like this. And hey, if you know someone who could benefit from this, share it with them. Let's spread the knowledge. Next time, we'll dive into the body language secrets that amplify your presence without saying a single word. You won't want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next video.